Blink Shabai Yank. Welcome to the show. Because you guys are doing well, having a wonderful day on this 25th July 2005. Another day, another video, as they say in French. I am super excited to go. I'll be streaming, gonna be filming a couple of videos. The weather is so freaking nice. It is gorgeous. Kind of cold. It's honestly cold for the time. It is, how much it is? It's, I don't know. There's no way. 26, but it feels very windy. We're very nice. Anyway, let's start with the videos. We're gonna have the sunrise, the sunset. Have some fun. Don't blink, it's your boy Yink. Living well, having a wonderful day on this 26th July 2005. A little bit of an intro, a little bit of a day. We didn't do an intro yet. I am so sorry about that. There's gonna be a good reason as to why. We're gonna be bringing back. You're gonna see me eat tonight. This is 8 o'clock, so every single video that's posted today with this blue shirt, you're gonna see me eat. I didn't have time to eat. I'm starving. I am famished. We're bringing back the behind the scene. And so it's not going to be an intro anymore. Or, the day is going to be much later. So, it's 8 o'clock, and 9 to be exact. We had a lovely day at work today. We went to do some bike, which was cool. A little bit of TikTok live. We went back, we slept. Because your boy was exhausted. But we still have a good day. Only today, some video until 9:30. Then we're gonna be streaming, and then we're streaming. Shout out to Scar Soul in Ninja Gaming for the raids yesterday. Appreciate you guys. Then chill until 5 o'clock in the morning, make some videos, and then sleep. Sounds good. Sounds great. Don't blink, it's your boy. Welcome to the show, because the walks are having a wonderful day on this 25th of July 2005. I am sorry about those. The video is gonna be a bit weird. I didn't eat today. I was supposed to eat. I just got so busy I didn't have time to eat, so I'm gonna do a long videos, and I'm gonna do it as a mukbang. Now, on the menu we have rice. You can see that we already ate the rice. We did some TikTok live, and I ate a little bit, but now I'm back, and I'm famished. So, video, mukbang, and story time. This video is about my biggest inspiration as a content creator. Now, before we even start, I want to give a couple of shout outs, right? Tasty Nice Nuts is of course part of the list. Make Junkie Nuggets is of course part of the list. I think English pranks. I'm so sorry guys. I'm sick too. You can hear in my nose. Wow, nice English. You can hear in my voice. Very nosy. We have a I don't know if I caught a cold or something like that. I don't know. Who else? Rich Piano. Rich Piano was one of the first YouTubers I watched. I'd say AGP, but AGP was more so content with social. So because we don't do social content, we're doing social content. We're doing content on social media, but not social content. It sort of counts. All of these, Nico Kalo, of course. And you see, most of these content creators I've watched, and this is why they're a inspiration to me. Ricardo Avocado to me was one of the greatest because, again, ADHD to the max, then a super nice guy. Or, I think a super nice guy, I think played a villain, but a super nice guy. Guys, before we continue, I'm going to take a couple of seconds to tell you guys how much I'm grateful for you guys, how much I love you guys. You guys have been showing a lot of love lately, so thank you so much. And I just feel really good. I just feel really, really good. The weather is so nice. It was so freaking nice. We're bringing back the BDS behind the scenes, so it's so cool. Also cool. My biggest influences. I forgot to say why Rich Piana. It was himself. He was loud, obnoxious. He was a good dude. That's how he influenced me. When I pranks, it was funny, but also able to get a reaction. My biggest is Kid Boga. Now, the thing with Kid Boga is actually pretty sad. It's my biggest inspiration as a content creator. However, I don't know if I could really do it. Why? So who's Kid Boga? First of all, I don't know about him a lot. You guys have heard me talk about Kid Boga once, twice, 5 times, 7 times, 8 times, a shit ton of time. Once she put some spicy sauce in there, it's good to the spicy. Kid Boga is a scam beta, so he calls scammers, would be calling victims, and he wastes their time. So kind of doing something very, very nice and very useful for society. I'm sorry, we're playing a game. Good. When you talk about somebody, and you can tell that, okay, well, they did something. For example, right? I heard the craziest thing. There's this content creator, I don't remember the name, I'm sorry. And somebody in this chat was saying, you could tell he was a account counselor as me. Some jobs will affect you in a good way, right? But they'll leave mark, which is stereotypical or stereotypes, right? Kid Boga, you can tell that he does improv. Kid Boga, why is he special? Well, because Kid Boga does complete calls. His record is 36 hours. But my apologies, I haven't listened to him in a while. So I think the Crow Zero. I'm looking around because I'm so fucking hungry. That's so much to do. I got so much to do. I gotta film this, I gotta film this, I gotta film this, I gotta make sure that this is still uploading, which I didn't do. You're still recording. You're still uploading? I don't know if you are. But yeah, the Crow Zero might be his biggest call. And again, it's so nice, but so it's an empire. You see, there's Kid Boga, there's Kid, there's more Kid Boga, there's Kid Boga AI, there's multiple channels, and I think, in my opinion, he's, for example, I love the guy Church Media. They're amazing. However, they're going for a scammer, they're going for everything and anything, but then they don't focus on one thing. Now, do I think that you have to focus on one thing? No. I feel like you can do whatever you want. However, I feel like, sadly, because they're doing whatever they want, I feel like it is not scam baiting per se. When you look at my channel, you couldn't say Ink because that's this kind of guy. With Kid, it's scam baiting, right? And it's mostly that. And then with Kid, what I fucking love, there's no pretension. There's no like, oh, we saved this victim and we gave them back their money. It's more so, and he possibly does, he probably does, most likely. But it's more so about, hey, you're a scammer, what you're doing is not okay, I'm gonna fuck with you, you know? And that's what I absolutely like. With Kid, it's a voice. Now, with Kid is absolutely phenomenal because it is, I don't know if I would say a movie or a theater. How's that different? Well, it's the same thing, but I mean it. I don't know if it's a movie or a theater. There's do you say, I'm French, you guys say theater piece, or you say, for example, I went to see Hamilton. Do I say I went to see Hamilton? Or I went to see the musical? Possibly musical, yeah. So, with the kids is, and this is what I love. Sometimes some calls will last 30 minutes. And some of those are unimportant. But then, sometimes, and I love how he says it, and it's very predatory, which is usually not a good sign at all. But the way he's talking about it is absolutely phenomenal. He'll say, I have a big fish on the line. And what does it mean by big fish? It's like, okay, well, this guy is a piece of shit. This guy is an asshole. Or, this guy is extremely good. For example, there's this girl, and this is the, I used to know them by heart. When I was working, I used to listen to Kid Booga every single day. The Professional. Yeah. So the play is called The Professional. And the girl, what was insane with her, she's a scammer. The girl herself, she wasn't doing a scam. What she was doing is she was doing a first report, right? And she was getting people to trust her. Because I trust her when she tells me, hey, I have this friend that can help you. I trust you, I trust your friends. And she was very personable. And her name was Catherine, I remember that. So with this, it was amazing. It's just amazing. It's just how I remember meeting Kid Booga. And this is a true story. I still remember, and this was 6-7 years ago. That I don't remember when it was. I don't remember what day it was. But I didn't have Wi-Fi. So what I used to do is I used to go to a shopping center not even next to my house, kind of far too, because I was unhappy with my life. I was very sad. I wanted to be away from home, right? I was in an apartment. I was living alone, but I still wanted to be away. So I go to this, it's like an internet cafe, I guess, same mentality. And we go in, and I'm watching YouTube, and they're closing at 9 o'clock. It is 8:40. And I watch this video, and it's Kid Booga. And the first video that I watched from him, I still remember what it is. It's, I don't remember the title, but it's the one where it says, he pretend like he talks to robots, which is amazing. It is so good. And then I fucking laugh. I don't have a lot of time, so what I do is I download a couple of episodes, and I watch them at work. And I'm crying at work. I'm crying because I'm laughing so hard. People think I'm crazy, but it's okay. It's okay. And then I started watching, and I started watching. Kid Booga is the very first content creator, and I can say this proudly, where he didn't have enough content. So I was watching him at work and at home. I was streaming and watching him. During the pandemic, I watched his whole channel. Back in the days, YouTube had a function where what you could do is you could go on the channel, and go to the channel and you would go on videos, and you say play all. So I played all of Kid Booga's video. I was playing Cyberpunk 2077, and it was possibly some of the best moments of my life. I remember laughing so hard, and I was streaming by then. So that's how I met kids. And then with kids, I feel like I'm doing him justice by, and I'm talking about him like I know him, but he's actually in my role model is actually a big part of it. Actually a big part of it. And again, I don't know the guy, so what I'm gonna say is my perception, not the truth. I feel like what was I gonna say before? ADHD. I feel like I'm doing justice because he's the one that made me stream. He said, if you want to hear more from me, follow me on Twitch. I didn't know what Twitch was. So I go on Twitch, and I see some videos. And the next day that I discovered Twitch, I invent a channel. And we're playing Pokemon Silver. It was the third game that I streamed. And like a big regret, because somebody told me, hey, you're using an emulator, it's illegal. And I had to download that. I had to delete that video. And I have no biggest regrets in life. Biggest regrets. But it still thanks to Kid Booga. Right? I relate to Kid Booga a lot. Kid Boga is a genuinely nice guy, but he doesn't feel the need to prove that he's nice. Like what he's doing is just, but he's doing it his own way. Like for example, I'll tease a lot of people, and I'll try to make them laugh if they're sad, right? Instead of doing the right thing, which is asking, "Hey, are you okay? Can you want to talk?" I'll just tease them, and then what I'm doing is I'm going to kind of heal them through laughter. But am I really fixing the problem? No. Again, it's just phenomenal. Again, I have to repeat myself, but imagine, and I never finished this. ADHD. Oh yeah. Imagine this. You have a 9-hour video. A 9-hour video. Now, 9 hours is a shit ton of time. But it isn't. Why? Because this is a normal shift at work. Holy shit, it's so nice, there's some fun. It's a normal day at work. I used to come in at work, and this is a true story. This is insane. I used to come in at work, and I was like, okay, well, today we're listening to this video. The Professional was 16 hours. The Adam and Alex was 36 hours. 36 hours were almost a week of work. You understand that? You understand that? I had 12 videos, and they were a week of work. And then Kid released more Kid Boga. The problem with more Kid Boga, the real problem, he released the channel a year before, like almost, sorry. Almost a year before I started working. And then, I'm in full-time content creation. I'm playing this game, The Tower, okay? Here, and here. And of course, here. Apologies, thank you. And the beautiful thing with Kid is I played this game on one phone, which is this phone. And then I love this game, so I can do 2 more playthroughs. And when I'm listening, when I'm building this playthrough, Kid Boga, as a content creator, every single milestone that we had, I was listening to Kid. And it's the biggest influence. Like I said, imagine a 9 hours video, right? And the video starts with, of course, a beginning, of course. But I have never in my whole life, never listened to more beautiful content. And I know it sounds like a fucking love letter, but I really, really am grateful that I got to listen to content. Sorry, a bit noisy. And I mean, when you do videos on the balcony, right? With kids, is you have an intro, you have a problem, and then you have an ending, right? With kids, it's a movie that you don't know what's gonna happen. It's my favorite Kid Boga video. That's a good question. I would have to say Nevaeh and Brad, which is Milton T. Pike. I would have to say, you know what my favorite video is, honestly? I have to go with buying a hot dog with $1,000. This is my favorite video, by far. It's 3 hours, but it's great. I'm saying like, oh my, it's only 3 hours, like it's nothing. It's a lot. When I was streaming, I wanted to listen to something in the background. Kid Boga was the one. Kid Boga was the one. I spend more time listening to Kid Boga than I think any other YouTuber, which is crazy. Now, finally finished this fucking night. Kid has a 9-hour video, and he's calling his camera. Now, of course, there's a bit of a behind the scene. So kids, we call them before, and we'll say, okay, well, this is a big fish or not, right? Because the big fish will keep it for hours. So you get the whole thing, and now it's emotion, it's laughter, it's rage. Because this camera is such a piece of shit. Or it's sadness because this camera is in a position where he is truly stuck in there, you know? There's places where that's kind of the only job that is able to bring money home, you know? It's pretty sad, right? So yeah, so just amazing content. Now, again, it's improv. So what is the content of chess? Okay, so let's analyze it. It's improv. This person said this, so I have to answer with this. It's problem solving, right? So okay, well, he tried to trick me with this program. I know this program, right? So you think it takes a nerd. My apologies, which is the positive term. And if you don't think it's a positive term, then you have something against nerds that I don't. Which means that you're the problem and I'm not. Understand? Cool. So yes, there's problem solving. Again, it's feeding off of the energy. This guy is very aggressive, so then it's also analyzing the person. Okay, well, this guy's more aggressive. I need to go softer and I need to bring him back, you know? There's, oh my god. The Adam and Alex, which lasts 36 hours, sorry. Adam is a very mad person. Alex is more chill. Now the funniest thing with this video, and this is why this is pure comedic genius, is, okay, so Kit called, I'm going to be taking this example, because debated Siri, which is debated. Okay, so it's tough. Debated is technically, debated would be, season 1 would be Alex and Adam. Season 2 would be the professional, which is the woman that's really good at talking. And the season 3 would be the Crow Zero, which is, I think, 64 hours. I'll be honest, I didn't even start watching Crow Zero. Why? I'm waiting for outside of that, I'm waiting for a full week of work. I'm waiting for a stable job. Because right now we're working for an agency. And they send me places, they give me possibly 25 hours a week. And these, as long as it, so the biggest problem with Kids Bogas video, and there's a problem with them, and I'm going to be completely honest. This is personal. This is my perception. I don't enjoy the small video. I used to, for sure. I used to enjoy the 20 minutes video, but you don't get into the subject as much as I would like, versus the 9 hours video where you get the whole thing. You get the whole thing, which is fantastic. So the problem with kids, I feel. The problem with kids is you kind of. I already stopped watching a long video, which is good but long. Come into the next two. This I have a bottle of water, but it's not water. It's very salty. I want something else with these sweets. This is not wine, this is Crystal Light. Fruit Punch Crystal Light. So yeah, so the problem, that's the main problem with the video of Kit. I feel like and this, I'm sorry, that I love kids. I feel like the small video are lackluster. But the long video, you need to watch them completely, otherwise what's the point? You know? So I'm waiting for that. So the debated series is, first of all, it's Alex and Adam. The problem with saying debated series, it's season 1, season 2, and season 3. Alex and Adam are one. I would like to be named that. Why is it genius? Why is it the best piece of content? Because you're dealing with 3 people. You're dealing with Alex and Adam, and you're also dealing with the boss. Now, why in the title is only Alex and Adam? That's a good question. Because the boss is only there for a couple of hours. And you tell me, yeah, a couple hours, 36, right? It's all relative. So, okay. I feel like it's a perfect piece of content because it showcased how good you have to be. Alex is a lot more relaxed, right? However, Alex is not as good as Adam. Adam is the guy who gets mad. But Adam is good. And the problem with that is you kind of want to keep the guy on the phone who's the best. After a couple hours only, I'm going to say 4 or 5. Adam doesn't want to deal with Kit, or Edna in this case. Anna Goldwater. He doesn't want to deal with her because she's redeeming. Alright? Doesn't want to deal with her. Oh, there's so many memories of Kid Boba, which is crazy. And I feel like it's crazy because I have memories of watching this. And I'm not even watching, I'm listening. And that's insane. So, with Kit, what happened was, he goes in, and we have the whole story. Right? And it's fun, and it's very enjoyable. But then Adam, that was the question. Alex is nice, and Alex is not nice. Alex is nicer, but Alex is not as nice of a prey as Adam. He's not as big of a fish as Adam. So Kit always trying to get back at him, right? And it's just awesome. It's just awesome. So yeah, why is it sad? Because I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I could do a video of 9 hours, and because yes, your partner in that is important. That is a good scammer is important. But at the same time, to do most of the job, you have to bring them back. You have to bring them back into stories. You have to constantly get them on the line. Kid does a game. And by the way, when he's doing that, he's playing RuneScape. Or he's playing freaking Magic the Gathering, which I'm doing right now. Not Magic the Gathering, but RuneScape. Magic the Gathering, we want to try it out. My apologies. We bought 2 sets, which is Double Deck from Lord of the Ring and Double Deck from Final Fantasy. I'm actually excited about that. Continue. So get he swing it back. It's a hard thing to keep somebody on the line for 9 hours. And then it's a lot of work because you call it this time and you have to answer and you have to record, you know. Some editing. So it's just phenomenal. It's just phenomenal work. And this is why my biggest aspiration. He's a kind person, a storyteller, smart, and funny. Well, thank you. Another video. Need to survive. I'm a loser, so why don't you kill me? Anytime I had chimpanzees, I was a monkey. You didn't have blood, eh? What's that video? Music. My apologies. Don't blink, it's your buying. Welcome to the show. Visiting more because I'm having a wonderful day on this 25th of July 2025. Today, we are bringing back a playlist. So before we even start, we have a little bit of a disclaimer. And when you look at my channel, there's a lot of playlists that are done. This is Crystal Lights, by the way. This is not wine. I like the glass bottle because there's no plastic particle. So that's better for your health, I think. So yeah, there's a lot of playlists that are not finished. And you know, I'm feeling some type of way about that. I feel disappointed, but at the same time, I'm like, dude, if you were playing every single playlist, you'd have fucking 40 videos a day. It's just not possible. But I think it's a good thing because this idea is there. So the plan would be to say, hey, I missed doing that, so let's redo it. And we're gonna be seeing me eat today because I didn't have time to eat. So my apologies. I'll try to do it quickly and not too much, but still. Behind the scene is a place like that. So behind the scene, why did we stop doing it? It's very simple. I felt depression. I fell into a burnout. Right? Behind the scene, I fucking adore doing it, and I forgot how fun it was to do. So, and also, it's such a complex thing. I feel like what they are is important as a first, as an opening statement. So what they are is every single time I'm going to start doing something, for example, streaming, making videos, waking up, going to work. I'll make it behind the scene. A small video that's like, hey, we're gonna do this. The reason why they're so fun is because I'm keeping you updated on my day without having to do like, oh, this is how my day went. And I think it's more nice. No, why do a lot of work? Well, because you have to do 7 videos per day. So, for example, when we wake up, we make one. I'm going to bike and I'm going to stream. I'm doing 2 videos for each. So I went to go bike and I'm going to stream. Let's stream. We're gonna start making videos right now. That's 4. I'm gonna start streaming. Okay, that's 5. Okay, well I'm gonna be relaxing a little bit. That's 6. Okay, I'm gonna be making more videos. That's 7. Oh, guess what I have? But after sleep is 6. That's 8. So it's 8 videos per day. It's a lot of work. Look how nice this is. This is insanely nice. The weather. I didn't check it out. Battery is low, dude. Oh, fuck. Almost foggy. You know, you see, it's a little bit foggy, isn't it? You're not going insane. So there was a lot of work, right? And it's a lot, but it's so much fun to do because again, it keeps you updated. And when I make content, I don't see myself, which is not true. I'm seeing myself in the camera, of course, but I don't see myself in the sense of I don't see how the video is. If it's a good video, if it's a pointless video. Most of my videos are pointless, dude. Most of them are freaking pointless. It's kind of nice because I'm in a position of just having fun with it, you know. To me, it's fun. So I was cleaning the phone because I have a life change in my life right now, a life changer. Last year, which is more than a year ago, I would say 14 months. 14 months is a great thing. We had one playthrough of the tower, which is right there. You can see it. The playthrough of the tower was a beautiful thing. Fuck, the ADHD is good today. It's strong. I'm gonna have my other chair. It's more comfortable. This is a shitty chair. Look at this. It's no bueno, bro. Oh. There you go. So yeah. Oh, this is much better. And now, of course, because I'm far, I can see the screen. Oh, well, this is a nice nature corn. Oh, dude, this is nice. This one's cooking chicken. It smells delicious. Look at this. Kind of foggy. This is, honestly, this is my first experience of fog at night. Well, not at night, but on the sunset. So, we watched BTS. And I watch a younger Ink, even though it's last year. I watch a younger Ink have passion, have fun. And I miss that. And again, it's fun seeing yourself talk, right? But I wouldn't watch all my videos. I don't think I could. This is my biggest critic. So what I do is watching BTS, I'm like, oh fuck, I remember that day. So just fun. And it's how you're growing as a person. See, we're doing a weight loss challenge soon. Well, technically speaking, we already started. Because we've been doing a bike ride, which is cardio, for like a week. It's gonna be a week and 2 days. So far from a week, but still. And because we do that, there's growth. There's physical growth. The growth in itself is spiritual, mental, and physical. The three maximum of life: your body, your mind, and your soul. Absolutely. The three main part of your body. Which is nuts because I just said your body, right? But you understand your existence, I guess. I want to bring back BTS because I miss it. And then, originally, why I didn't upload them was because they were supposed to be a video each. So, you're uploading. Now, what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to do BTS compilation. So, TikTok is a great tool for that. TikTok will let you upload up to 25 videos together. So you have three conditions. They have to be lower than 60 minutes. You have to have maximum of 25. And they'll upload it in the order. So you have to know the order. However, with the BTS, since they're a couple seconds video, 30 seconds, 40 seconds, there's no order. It's finishing and then another day starting. So as a compilation, this is great. And then you just watch. Like, for example, imagine, and this is the goal, this is the secret, this is the plan. So the secret behind it is, I would do right now in July, right? I would start in August. I would do BTS compilation of the month of August. Understand? You understand? That would be perfect. That would be perfect. Imagine that. And it's not like I'm not already working. So what is the problem with that? Anyway, food for thought. Don't blink, it's your blink. Doing well, having a wonderful day on this 25th July 25. Sorry, we are working on uploading Twitch clips on TikTok and YouTube. It's not a shameless plug until you become ashamed. I'm not ashamed, so I'm not shameless. And if I was, I'd be Gallagher. I'd be Frank, I'd be Lip, I'd be Ian, I'd be Carl, or I'd be Ian. I'd be Liam. Say it again twice. Today we're talking about a cool life that I have. I would like your input on. So please let me know if that's something that you would like or not. Today I felt very energetic, very talkative. You can probably see because we've been filming for 48 minutes already. It doesn't feel like it. So I went on a bike ride, which is again part of this whole weight loss journey. And I didn't know what to say. Because again, I talk a lot. And then the idea came to me. We teach you a bit of French. I'm lucky I speak French. Now, there's not gonna be videos where I teach you French, like, oh, this is how you say this is how you say that. However, it could be cool. Because it could be like, hey, we're passing a tree. What is the tree in French? We're passing a car. What is the car in French? We're on the road. What is the road in French? The sidewalk. What is the sidewalk in French? So I felt like telling you guys a little bit of a French. It will be a French course. So where the idea came from was boredom, to be honest. I was like, hey, I could tell them that. But at the same time, the idea is actually something that is proven to work. So, for example, my last job, I found that I was speaking Romanian because of my last job. Now, can I speak Romanian? I speak okay Romanian. But most of what I know is related to work because I've learned what I need to learn to talk to people about work. Tell me about how to order a put me in a grocery store, I'm fucked. Put me in a restaurant, I'm fucked. Right? So I'm thinking that put me in a situation where there's life. I'll teach you French and I'll teach you basic word or what you need, right? So food for thought, let me know. Even when we start, we taste the food. Let's see what taste a chocolate bar. Let's say this is a bar of chocolate. Let me know what you think about it. Just food for thought, and I think it could be something that's interesting to you and to me. I'm putting myself as when I say you. We're one and the same. Anyway, I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. That's a nice one. Don't blink, it's your boy Yink. Welcome to the show. Doing Wopsa, having a wonderful day on this 25th July. If I have started to upload clips on TikTok and on YouTube. How you guys doing today? I want to make a quick video to give a shout out to two people. I was doing a stream of Fortnite yesterday. Yeah, it was kind of busy because we were grinding. We were grinding for a spot. So I'll be completely honest, what we were doing is we were wasting time. I was streaming and I need to make some clips because Twitch will delete your vlog after 2 weeks. So I'm streaming on Fortnite and I'm kind of busy, right? And when I say kind of busy is I'm busy with making clips. Anyway, what we're doing in Fortnite is we're doing bush cam dad, so we're hiding from every other players. We found a good spot to hide. And because we found a good spot to hide, we can spend most of the game just hiding. And I can promise you guys that I think as long as I hide, I haven't finished more than 25th, 26th. We're platinum 3. Swim in the diamonds. And then I received a raid. Now I haven't received raid in a while. I'm receiving a raid from Dub Ninja Gaming, which is an old friend of mine, and a new friend, which is Scar Soul. So Scar_Soul. I have to give a quick shout out to these people. I'm sorry I wasn't super active because again, we're grinding is a boring stream. It's supposed to be boring. Grinding is not super fun. Instead if you're playing a game like Monster Hunter or The Tower, which we're playing 3 times. So thank you guys for the raid. I appreciate it sincerely. And please follow them. So again, the names are Dub Ninja Gaming and Scar_Soul. I say undersoul because his name is Soul. And I think is, but it's big. It's big that drinking. Oops. We weren't supposed to know that. Whoopsies. Dumb Lancashire blank. Welcome to the Third Show. Visiting Walks are having a wonderful day. Make sure that we're uploading, but making sure that we're filming. Today we're talking about growth. So I have an amazing story for you guys, and it has to do with growth. So today we're uploading a video called BTS. I was like, it's fixing my phone because we're going to start a stable job very soon. I fucking hope. And if we're starting very soon, I'm going to need more space on the phone. So we're starting to upload aggressively. I love the word aggressively because how can you upload aggressively? I don't even know if you can, but if you can, I just did it. And I did it in a way where I'm going to be one of the pioneer of aggressive uploading. And I was uploading a lot of videos, which were BTS, behind the scene, which is a small part of my day. So for example, I'll come on the videos and I'll talk about 20 seconds, 30 seconds. What are we doing now? What's up? How's it going? This is my mental space. This is what I'm thinking about. This is the date. This is what's going on right now, right here, right now. This is also the weather, right? So, and I was seeing myself. And it's crazy how much we change in a year. So then I noticed how much I've changed in a year. And I said, okay, well, can we call this growth as a person? And then I was like, whoa, what's growth in itself? We're on a health journey right now, yes, health. But it's more in a weight loss. It's more in a weight loss than anything else. So we're on a weight loss journey. So I go in to lose some weight. Guys, I'm tired. I'm French. I'm tired. I'm a bit tipsy. So forgive me. So I'm like, okay, well, physically speaking, did we change? The answer is possibly yes. The answer is possibly no. I don't fucking know. But is it enough to call it growth? So it's growth. And for me, growth is spiritually, mentally, and physically. Physically, did we grow? Yes, we got older, we got shittier. Mentally, of course. There's a lot of lessons we learned last year. Right? So what else changed? Spiritually, we didn't move an inch. And then I realized spiritually I've been stuck in a state of eternal youth for so long. Right? Am I going to go on a quest to find my fate? No, of course not. But something is missing. So your body is possibly 3 things. Your body, which is your physical shell, your soul, which is possibly a spiritual shell, and your mind, which is your emotion, identity, what makes you. Unless the growth on the 3 of them, then it's not called growth. So I want to come on here and ask for your opinion on that statement. You think growth is achievable? See, people will tell me, oh, yo, I just got a promotion. And they'll consider growth. Yeah, it's financial growth, of course. It's a growth in the company, of course. It's actually nice. One of the automatic, I think automatic growth is becoming a habit. Becoming a habit, physically speaking, it's challenging because it's going to be showing you how old you are and how much energy the kid have. Mentally speaking, kids are gonna get the light. I started filming like an hour ago, so I started filming when it was the sunset and the sun has set. Your spirituality, because in itself, the kid's gonna start asking questions and question about life. As an adult, you start questioning your life, you just live it. As a kid, you got so many questions, and that's quite normal. You're a kid, right? So then, for example, your kid asks you a question about spirituality. They have the spiritual thoughts already at a young age, right? As a kid, I didn't know, my parents were not very religious. I didn't know who God was, but I knew He was important. And that to me was enough to say, okay, well, guess what? God is watching. You know? That was my perception of faith. I was a simple kid. What if I was a bit more mysterious? What if I was a bit more interested in life? You know? And then with the growth, the thing with the growth is people grow at a different rate. And we all have intelligence. For example, you have this person that's more physical. That they have to do something to learn. They're going to be more of a mental. They're going to be more like, okay, well, let me analyze that. Let me understand that before I start doing. They're going to be more thinker. The thinker, the doer. We will always forget about spirituality, you know? And that sucks. That sucks. It's because most people, this is a good question. Is it because most people don't have such a spiritual journey that spiritual becomes less important? Possibly, but if you look 50 years ago, people were a lot more religious. So somewhere along the way we lost that, right? But somewhere along the way we also lost the knowledge of how to survive in the forest. We lost the knowledge of how to make simple things like bread, sausage, freaking cheese. You know? We lost that knowledge. And that knowledge is lost upon us. And it's nuts. One thing that made me ask this question, as simple as it is, and I know it's stupid, but The Walking Dead asked me, it was a bunch of things. It was a lot of questions I was asked. When the apocalypse is coming, are you asking help from God itself? You know? For example, Gabrielle. Like, people that have basic knowledge. Like, for example, Daryl in the show. He's in the manga, by the way. Daryl in the show knows how to hunt. How precious is that? How precious is he's hunting fucking squirrel? How important is that, right? All of those, could we survive? And survival is about three things. Faith, knowledge, and your body. Now, with faith, guess what? Guess what? The better of a human you are, the more rewards you're going to get from God. Should you be a good person to get reward? No. Because a lot of people, what they attribute to luck, other people asking or referring it to divine intervention. For example, you're lost somewhere. And then, by some miracle, you're walking in the right direction. Because you're walking in the right direction, you're not lost anymore. Did you get lucky, or was that divine intervention? And then you realize that growth itself is just being open-minded. I am more open-minded because something that happened proves to me that there's something upper. For example, I was in a car crash, which is not true. I'm saying this as an example. I was in a car crash and I survived. When I survived, why did I need to stay alive? They're supposed to die there, no? You're not going to blame your body for surviving a car crash. No matter how strong you are, you're not going to survive a car crash. You're going to bring your knowledge because in that car crash you couldn't do shit. So it left. Spirituality, you're right. So many good questions. Anyway, food for thought. Let me know what you think. Okay, that's good. Don't blink, it's your boy Yank. Welcome to Come to a Show. Because of doing walks that having a wonderful day on this 25th July 2025. Today we're doing a part 2. Again, another part 2. Feels like all I'm doing is freaking part 2 of a video that we did yesterday, which is called Creativity. So creativity, I was talking about how it's easy to create content, right? And most of it was because my phone had a camera. And because my phone had a camera, I could film. I could film everywhere. I just had to see something and film it. That's all I needed to do. It wasn't hard, it wasn't complex, but it was still something to do, right? Now, I want to come in today and say the death of creativity, right? So the death of creativity is the best application in the phone, which is notes. Whenever I have an idea, I write something down. Whenever I think about doing something, I write it down. It doesn't matter what it is, I write it down. Most of the ideas that I have, I'm like, why the fuck did you write that? That's stupid, right? But then at the same time, some of the ideas that I'm gonna get are like, whoa, this is kind of freaking pod. It's kind of freaking pod, right? Now, that being said, kind of creativity is that you had an idea, took a note out of it, and when it's time to doing the notes, you forget what it was. Now, this might be attributed to a special case of short-term memory loss or ADHD, right? Could be one of those two. I'm not gonna blame the sickness on why, but and then you realize like, oh, I should have done it sooner. Right? I should have done it sooner. Now, let's be honest here. Let's be super honest. If I'm not able to remember a specific idea that I had, was it because it was not good enough? We are getting this summer. Okay. What the heck? Another upgrade. Yeah. So TikTok changed, YouTube changed, and now Twitch is changing. Oh la la, something is changing. We're changing everything. I'm gonna have to check that out. Is it because you had this idea of a content and then you don't remember what it is? Is it because you forgot it or because you're not as creative? I'm not gonna lie to you guys. With age, creativity is harder and harder. It's true. Like one of the questions that I asked, one of the biggest questions that I asked myself is, what if I started doing content when I was younger? And I had this friend, which is Butler TTV, super nice guy. And Butler was like, yeah, but since you're older, you're more mature, you have more ideas. I'm like, yeah, but growing up is a journey in itself. What if the journey was the actual fun? What if the journey was actually growing up, right? For the content I'm doing. What if growing up was the actual, like for example, if this works, there's gonna be a lot of if, okay? But hear me out. If this works, right? This becomes my job. And I meet a girl and I like her. And then we hold hands, right? And then because we hold the hand, the swan comes in with our kids. Because you know that's how we make babies. Right? We hold the hand and then the swan comes. Right? Right? That's how my mom told me. Nah, she wouldn't lie. Guys, my mom wouldn't lie. Please stop saying that. And then I have a kid. And that kid thinks that I'm the coolest. I don't know what's wrong with that kid, but he thinks I'm the coolest for some reason. And that kid thinks he's the coolest. And when you ask him what he wants to do when he was older, he says, I want to be like that. I want to make content. Right? Now, chances are that because he knows what he's going to want to do, he's going to start younger. And chances are that because I'm going to know what he's wanting to do, or I'm going to have experience, I'm going to be able to help him. Right? So the growing up is going to be directly tied with making content. But what if this was the content? And I was growing up and going through challenges and going through struggles and having heartbreaks or going to school and not having a good day at school. Right? And that in itself is a good question. Because that in itself is content. Can you call it creative content? Well, it depends on your definition of creativity, right? Depending on that. But what if I was able to say the following? Fuck creativity. A video can be a good video without being creative. Imagine saying that again. I'm going to say it slower. Let's speak fast. What if I was able to say a good video doesn't have to be a creative video? What a good video needs to be? Entertaining. The rest, who gives a shit? You know? So then my kid's gonna go on this journey. My kid asks all of these questions. And he's thinking about new things, and his perception is his own, his universe is his own, his vision is his own. That's the creative aspect. As a kid, you're changing a lot. Your perception change, your mentality change, your likes change, everything changes. Right? As an adult, we tend to change less. And he was like, what if that changing less, will that have creativity? What if it was? What if every single idea that you had as an older person was not an original idea, but a follow-up to an original idea? This very video is what? This very video is part 2 of the video that we did yesterday, right? Now, what are we talking about is completely different than what we talked about yesterday. True, you're right. However, why did I talk about it yesterday? Because I didn't think about it. And I was like, okay, well, guess what? We're a bit too positive. Let's go back to reality. Go to gravity. Let's go back at it. And is it as easy as it is? I count myself extremely lucky. Because I am fucking creative. You know? Am I the most creative person in the world? No. Am I above average? Possibly not even. You know? And this is the truth. This is quite sad. But then again, my creativity is my own. That's the way my brain works. It's the way my brain analyzes things. You gotta be thankful for everything. Everything and anything, right? As good as it is, as fun as it is. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy.